welcome to the Via Stoica podcast. This is the Stoic Quotes edition, and today we're going to look at a quote by Seneca. It's one of my favorite quotes, one that I really enjoy, and it has helped me a lot in my journey and how to be a better person, how to be better by myself, and what to really focus on when it comes to self-reliancy and the people around me, the connections, the relationships, and all of that. But without further ado, we're going to go right into the quote. It's from this nice little version. Letters from a Stoic, from Seneca. He wrote his letters to his friend, a younger friend called Lucilius. Whether he actually existed, we don't really know, but he could have used him as a muse. But the letters are here. The replies are not. At least we haven't seen him. But there's still a lot of good wisdom in these letters, and we're going to read them. So this is from letter 9 that he wrote to Lucilius. It's in the second paragraph. It shows up a few times in the letter. And he says, the wise man is content with himself. In some other translations, it's referred to as the wise man is self-reliant, but here it's the wise man is content with himself. And why I liked it personally so much is I liked the word content, because I think that that's something that we should strive for more often. People will often try to yield to try to aim at happiness. Well, I think being content is a far better goal, because happiness is something that, that fluctuates, it comes and goes, it is often dependent on externals, while contentment and being content really comes from the self, and it's more of a stable feeling that we can have, right? While happiness is often something referred to or related to something that is exuberant, joy and all of that stuff. So I prefer to look at the content part of this quote. The self-reliant, I also like that a lot as well, because it has a strong connotation with responsibility, focusing on yourself, making sure that you can handle all the situations by yourself. And that's why I think it is a powerful translation as well. But I read it in this version. It was the wise man is content with himself. And that's kind of what stuck with me. But it also shows that we're talking here about the wise person, right? In these translations, he talks about the wise man, but the wise person is something that we want to use now. And this is also something good to remember, that the wise person is this perfect example of how we should live, right? It's kind of benchmark. It's this destination, a kind of a signal, a post for us to follow and to try to emulate. And that's why I think it is important to capture those two together, right? The wise man is content by himself, but that doesn't mean, and this is actually something that he follows up with, right? That doesn't mean, he says, so that he's able to do without friends, not that he desires to do without them, right? And that's a big difference. So Stoicism often has this reputation of being quite selfish, self-centered philosophy. And at the core, we need to start working on ourselves, right? At the core, it is a little bit of that, where it's like, okay, you need to work on yourself. You need to focus on what you need to do and be self-reliant. Don't have your contentment, your joy, your eudaimonia depend on externals. And that's something that we need to focus on. But that doesn't mean that we don't want to be with friends, right? That doesn't mean that we want to have other people around us. The Stoics are also very aware that we are social beings. We are part of the grand scheme, right? The cosmos, and we have people around us. So that doesn't mean that we don't want to be with them. We need to have the right attachments to them, but we don't want to be in a situation where we are only happy, or where we can only find that contentment when we have people around us. We need to make sure that we are able to find that joy, even by ourselves, that we can realize that we have all the tools, all the mental capabilities to go and approach life just by ourselves, right? But yes, we want to make sure that we are social when those times arise, when those occasions are here. So that's why I really like this quote, and especially I like that addition, right? So we don't have to be with friends. It's not like I need them to have a good life. But it's a preferred indifference. It's something that, yes, if I have the choice, I would definitely prefer to be with people. And then you have to find the right level of attachments to them. You have to find the right level of being with them and how you participate, making sure that you stay true to who you are yourself. And this is something that is also important. We wrote a blog on the website about this as well, about how to be alone. We're going to give some workshops on that as well. Because if you are able to be by yourself, if you are able to be alone and be content, then you don't have to go and look for other people in a frantic way and not have that judgment on whether they're actually good for you or not. And that is a key as well. That is something that we need to understand. That's why it is important to be self-reliant, to be content with yourself, because that allows you to have a more objective, more reasoned look at the relationships that you have. And there's so many people who are in a relationship that is toxic, that is not good for them, but they are following that person because they think that that's what the good life is. If they are away from them, then the good life is gone, right? They can't find it with themselves. So that's why Stoic philosophy is really focused on first making sure that the relationship with yourself is okay, is in order. Then you can be content with yourself, and then you can find more healthy and stable relationships outside of that. And definitely worth reading this letter 9, from the Letters of Lucilius. I'd highly recommend it. It's not too long; it's a couple of pages, but depending on the volume. And just a little extra quote a little bit later on in the letter, he says, "If you wish to be loved, love." Right? We're gonna address that one later on in these Stoic Quote series. But for now, I'm gonna leave you with this one: the wise man is content with himself. Thank you. Looking forward to seeing you again in another episode. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. You can watch us on YouTube or listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your. We also have regular episodes on Tuesdays. So these are airing on Friday, and we have others on Tuesday, which are interviews or longer discussions on different topics. Check out our website as well via stoica.com. There you can book a free consultation with one of our coaches if you feel like you need some extra help, for example, with this topic, being alone, being by yourself. So make sure to check that out as well. And there you can also find some more quotes. We have probably the largest database of verified quotes out there on the internet, Stoic Quotes. So check them out. You can find Epictetus, Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and some other quotes there as well. So thanks for listening. Thanks for being here, and we hope to see you in the next episode.